I found the goat. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a fun little DIY that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Feel like I haven't done a DIY in a while. You know what? I just did a DIY in my last video, so that was a lie. But when I was in the dollar store the other day, you know, just like grabbing some Kleenex or something, opportunity presented itself and I took it. I just took it by the horns. I actually found in the dollar store this tiny little goat model and it was like all black, I think it was like black with like some gray on the bottom or something. And right away I'm just like, oh, it's like Jurassic Park goat. And I've always wanted to have a goat model to go along with my Chronicle Collectibles breakout T-Rex. Tasty! When I got this goat home, I just quickly used some little dinky paints that I had lying around. After I was done painting this, I was like, you know what, Laura? You could go a little farther than this. So this goat model was all black when I got it, so I painted it all white and I painted the black blotches on it according to the movie, kind of screen accurate. Painted the ears pink on the inside, the horns brown, and also the hooves a kind of a eggshell yellow. In a plastic Tupperware, I grabbed some air drying clay, let it dry in there, and then I painted it brown. Then I grabbed some rocks, some dirt, some shrubs and everything, and I kind of laid out all my scenery on that clay, kind of stuck it in. You won't be able to see it because my camera totally died. Then I also grabbed some wire and I had to solder it into this pattern. So if you saw previously, I have like a kind of rectangle and I have a whole bunch of little bars coming down. Soldering this was really, really hard, so yeah. So you can see what it looks like after I've stuck everything into the clay. All the grass, all the shrubs and everything, I kind of dug it into the clay as well as that cage that the goat is sitting in. Then in the riverbed, right on the corner there of the plastic container, I stuck all the little rocks for the riverbed and kind of stuck some moss on the shore there too. So now I'm mixing up my epoxy resin kit. You have to have 1-to-1 equal ratio of the two bottles that it comes with. It's like a hardener and then the other one's like a resin or something. I don't know what the chemical names are. So you have to stir it in one cup for a while, then you have to do a double kind of transfer there and stir it in another container. Now I am just pouring my epoxy into the riverbed, and then I decided, hey, you know what, to make everything kind of stick really nicely, I decided to let a little small thin layer of that resin pour over all of my gravel and grass and whatnot, because then all the gravel and grass and everything will definitely not move. And when that epoxy gets a little bit harder, you know, it's not completely solidified, then you're able to actually sprinkle a tiny layer of gravel and dirt over that clear sheen where your land is, and then it will actually stick to everything, so you have absolutely nothing moving around. Then I let it sit for about 2 days and took all the plastic off, and it looks like this. I just love how the water feature turned out in that little diorama. It looked amazing. Then I decided to cover all the clay and painter's tape, and then I did a few coats of brown just so none of the green would show through. Then I grabbed some glue, glued the sides of the diorama, and with my paintbrush I added some dirt to the sides just so it looks like more realistic and not, you know, the side of a plasticky diorama. Also forgot to mention I did put a little black stick in the resin as it was drying, and then later I did take some paint and I painted an elastic red because I didn't have any kind of red collars for a goat ready on hand, and then I cut it to fit and I ended up gluing it to make a little collar for the goat. After that collar was dried closed, then I grabbed some gray thread and I attached it to the bottom of the goat collar, and then I kind of wrapped it around the very top of the stick and glued that on. And last but not least, I super glued that sucker to the ground. It's really cool when you make your own little dioramas and stuff because you can really personalize it the way you want it to. So Prime One Studio is coming out, you know, with their breakout version of the T-Rex. If you buy their exclusive version of that statue, you also get a little goat to go with it. The goat is super, super cool and I definitely really want that. But you know, if you don't have the money, you gotta make something like this. I know it may not look that good, but it's okay. So this goat statue literally cost me $1.25 for that goat statue because I had paint lying around. I had my resin kit lying around too. You know, it just took a little bit of resin. And I also had some wire lying around, and I had to solder that little wire cage on the bottom, which took so long, and it was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. I really have a lot of respect for people that can do that. So if you guys are looking for an easy little DIY to spice up, you know, your Jurassic Park or dinosaur collection or whatnot, making this fun little tasty goat scene is a really, really neat idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please let me know in the comments down below if you are gonna attempt this goat diorama to feed your T-Rex. As you might have more than one. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.